This is not the story of the One. The One encompasses too much, crushing everything and making it the same. No, this is the story of the many, who are blessed with difference and rich in strangeness. This is the story of a family. Once upon a time, in the age of the eternal cylinder, there lived a family of little creatures called the Trebhum. Trebhum are not the strongest, nor the fastest, and they do not have sharp teeth. They would make easy prey for the terrible force that came to their planet. But Trebhum are loyal and resourceful and very, very stubborn. It is with such a Trebhum that our story begins. One clever little creature born into a cruel world who would be instrumental in bringing prosperity to its kind. Run, something inside him said, run. The great crushing thing, the great cylinder, had stopped. Perhaps it was safe here for a little while. How quickly it learned to use its legs and its trunk. But these things were not so much learned as they were remembered. Perhaps the little Trebhum thought they were a gift from the strange voice it heard in its mind. That too was a kind of memory. just when it was starting to get used to its legs, the food from the jumping creature gave it new ones. With the right substance as a catalyst, a trebum can transform and adapt to many challenges. The trebum was drawn to a bright light, or perhaps to the creature next to it. Except for the grass growing on the old one's head, they were very much alike. Surrounded by this light, the trebum knew things it had not known before. It knew the older trebum had carried this light for a long, long time. And it knew that now that responsibility had passed to the next generation. Yes, this young trebum had to carry the light to those great towers in the distance. It could have stayed here to learn many old things, but the cylinder would not allow it. Run, the inner voice said, run! The towers would not stop the cylinder unless they were activated. Towers had fallen and the light was lost. There was no more point in running. The cylinder would consume everything. Surrounded by this light, the Trebhum knew things it had not known before. It knew the older Trebhum had carried this light for a long, long time. And it knew that now that responsibility had passed to the next generation. Yes, this young Trebhum had to carry the light to those great towers in the distance. It could have stayed here to learn many old things, but the cylinder would not allow it. Run, the inner voice said, run! The towers would not stop the cylinder unless they were activated. The voice inside the Trebhum's memories assured it that while the tower stood, the Trebhum would be safe. The power of the eternal cylinder was contained for now. The egg had been abandoned, but it could still be made to hatch. All that was needed was a source of heat. was hard for the Trebham to know what to do or where to go. But the friendly voice suggested this was not the right way. To find your path, it said, you must follow the beam of light that emanates from the tip of the tower, and stay away from the deep waters where the old things dwell. Finding another Trebham was a cause for joy, but this new friend was not well. Deep inside the memories it had inherited, the Trebham found the answer. To recover, its friend needed a very specific substance which appeared as glittering clusters of crystal dust. This dust was not natural. Only a great Trebham could create it. And so it was on the achievements of previous generations that the newborn Trebham would have to rely. Luckily, it seemed a wise and powerful Trebham had passed through here some time ago. This door had been built for Trebham. It gave them hope that in this large and dangerous world, some places had been made for them.